deal. He's our guy, and he's played well.
This is Jacobs.
Doesn't this look familiar? He plays pretty similar to somebody called Marshawn Lynch.
So he gets the pitch right there. He has so many people on him, right? Stiff arms him off and explodes crazy. That's
one thing I find incredible about his style of play is just when he breaks a tackle, he can break the tackle first of all, but then he just explodes.
So
it's
explosive.
Crazy. And you also can't discredit his O-lineman. They did a pretty good job of blocking him throughout the game. Like, look at that.
Yeah. So back here we see him. If we pause right here, he has a lineman here, lineman here, lineman here. Personally, I don't think any other running back can make the same play that he did here. No running back can make the same play he did. We see he cuts in. The guy misses a tackle, of course. He jukes him.
That looks like a tackle right there.
Of course, right? Then he gets the stiff arm right there, as we see.
Could be a face mask, but that's still a great play.
An average running back, that's gonna slow him down, and he's not gonna make the same play that we've seen that Josh Jacobs just did.
Look at that.
You see here, he just explodes immediately.
That DB has been waiting the entire play just to get to him, and he still beats him to the edge.
Crazy.
That's
insane.
Josh
Jacobs, like, as soon as he got the stiff arm, right, he just explodes right to the end zone. He ran like that.
Yeah.
Like, he's fast. That guy's crazy, and he's so good.
I know. Honestly, as a fan of the NFL, I'm a big fan. Like, I didn't know that. I didn't know that much about Josh Jacobs. Like, I didn't even know of him.
You know, fun fact: Josh Jacobs used to be homeless. Like he was a nobody. He was a nobody, and look at him balling out in the NFL. Like, that's how rags to riches type of story.
It's pretty cool.
So in this game, Josh Jacobs had 33 carries, 229 yards.
Oh my gosh.
6.9 yard rushing average. This is insane.
That's almost a first down, like every single time he touches the ball.
That's almost a first down and 2 rushing touchdowns. And that's just the rushing. We have to also get to the point. He had insane receiving stats too. He had 6 receptions for 7 targets, 74 yards. That's 12.3 reception average. No 12.3 reception average.
Now, to me, his style of play, I don't know if you see it or if it's too much of a stretch after just one game to make the comparison to Marshawn Lynch. But like,
no, he's literally
look at this. Breaking tackles,
breaks the tackle right there and just zooms. Crazy.
Yeah, actually, yeah.
And another thing about Josh Jacobs is he's kind of built like Marshawn Lynch too. Marshawn Lynch was 5'11", 215 pounds, and he ran a 4.46 40-yard dash.
Marshawn Lynch was 5'11" only?
He was small, but he was wide. And we see the same thing with Josh Jacobs. As you see, Josh Jacobs is 5'10", very similar.
Even shorter.
It was only by 1 inch. Yeah. 220 pounds.
That's like the same
Extremely beefy running back, and for that size, that guy's extremely elusive, and he's like so shifty.
He's fast.
You saw the cuts he was
making.
That was crazy, bro. And one of these guys on defense is super fast. Tariq Woolen, who was a 5th round draft pick, probably the steal of that draft. I don't know how no one else picked that. The guy literally ran a 4.26 4-yard dash. That's insane. The corner for Seattle. Is he number 27?
I have no idea.
27, I think. I'm not really sure.
20, is that him right there?
No, that's not him. He's not there. I know what he looks like. But that guy's crazy. He's 6'4", running a 4.26 40-yard dash. Tariq Woolen.
You know, something I think helps, you see it with Marshawn Lynch and Josh Jacobs. They're both like not that tall. And for running backs,
and they're beefy, like they're wide.
For running backs, that might be the ideal build. Exactly, as you can see, like, cause for some running backs,
we can see that with Nick Chubb too. With Nick Chubb
is incredible.
Pretty similar too. Like,
but what I'm saying now is like, there's a wider variety. Like,
you
have Derrick Henry, who's like, was he like 6'2", 6'3",
like 225.
Like, he doesn't really cut. He just goes straight through, and no one can stop him.
But he's also the thing about running backs is that they need a good system. Like, as we can see, Alvin Kamara has been underperforming heavily, and it's not his fault. That guy is great. I love watching Alvin Kamara.
Yeah.
He runs almost effortlessly. But the thing with Derrick Henry is that offense is built around him.
Of course, yeah.
But
what's funny, I don't even think this offense is built around him. It's not, and that's why this game is so incredible.
When the Raiders signed Devontae Adams, everyone expected him to be crazy. They signed Chandler Jones, Devontae Adams.
What are they, 4-7 now?
I don't know, man.
I think they're 4-7.
They're at the bottom of their division. The Broncos are.
The Broncos. Let's not even get into that.
On paper, you have Josh Jacobs, Devontae Adams, Hunter Renfrow, Darren Waller, That's a pretty stacked
It's a-
offense.
yeah, it's a great
And
team.
to underperform like that, like Josh Jacobs and Devontae Adams are single-handedly carrying this whole team.
Now, I have a question for you.
What?
This is 1 week, obviously. Josh Jacobs has been okay. Like
No, yes, he's been really good.
he's been good, but like he hasn't been like
No, he
this.
has.
Do you think for like he'll continue to perform like this the rest of the season?
He's been doing this for like years.
But like this level, because this is another level.
Okay, but
this is
like,
another level.
You don't have this is like an outlier. Like you don't have these. type
This
of
is an
games every
outlier,
year.
but do you think this game will elevate his performance in the future?
I mean, it depends. I don't really
Like as a player, don't you think the confidence kind of like gives you something?
Yeah, of course. If I'm in the NFL, let's say I'm a QB. I throw for 525 yards, like 6 touchdowns.
520.
Like I'm gonna be so confident in the next game. Like I'm obviously gonna be humble because like if you get.
You're not gonna be humble. Let's be
Yeah,
honest.
that's true. But like I would just be so confident going to that next game. I'd be like, wow, like I'm him.
Let's compare it to Marshawn Lynch real quick because
That's extremely comparable to Marshawn Lynch. That's
This
the
is
same,
obviously-
almost the same game style. Look at him. So many people on him.
Look
He
at that.
breaks every tackle, and he's running fast too. He explodes. He gets a stiff arm.
oh my
He
gosh,
just puts
bro.
him down. He's a baby to him. He's nothing.
And then
And so then the classic celebration. But yeah, they're like
I
Josh,
think-
could Josh Jacobs be the new beast
I
mode?
think
could be.
I think those two games are very comparable. Obviously, Marshawn Lynch is
Oh, and let's not forget, Josh Jacobs won them that game.
obviously.
At the end, the game went into overtime. Everyone's expecting the Seattle to win. The Seattle's been balling out. No one expected them to do this.
Geno
good.
Smith is very
Geno
good.
Smith is him. No
I thought you were him.
Okay, there's multiple hymns. Whatever.
There's only one real him, and that's
Jesus
God.
Christ. But they're been balling out. Everyone expected Seattle to be the bottom team, and I'm pretty sure they're leading their division right now. I don't know what I think their record is 7-6 or 7-5.
Yeah,
something like that. They're doing amazing. DK Metcalf, Tyler Lockett,
Yeah.
Geno Smith, and Kenneth Walker, who's another amazing running back.
Listen.
I love Kenneth
Be honest,
Walker.
like if Josh Jacobs put the entire Raiders franchise on his back and won that game for them. Without Josh Jacobs, they're not winning.
Of course they're not winning. Just normal, just halfback dive down the middle. Goes right through everyone,
Oh
zooms. Look
my
at how explosive he
gosh.
is. And this is 34-34 overtime. The game's tied.
To
And
be
he
a
won the
player
game,
like
just
this,
ran off. Look at him.
it's
That's an
incredible.
86-yard touchdown.
Let's
that
break it
won.
down though. Let's break it down a little more.
You see here. Let's pause right here. Incredible blocking.
Great
I'd
block.
say.
But it looks like he has a clear shot. I mean,
I thought he was gonna get him.
to make it.
But
okay.
no, he got blocked. He got blocked. He goes through the
He
line.
should get him. No.
He just zooms past.
Accelerate.
That he's not fast enough.
That's the safety.
He's not fast enough.
He beat.
He's not fast
He
enough.
beat the safety to a
He's not
spot
fast
that the safety was already
Ale.
in. That's crazy.
Ale.
That's crazy.
He's not fast enough.
He's not.
He's not fast enough.
He's really not.
So, we can see Josh Jacobs, amazing guy. He's honestly outstanding. I hope to see this guy perform in the future. I love Josh Jacobs. He's incredible. It just elevates Josh Jacobs to a new level.
I think Josh
The
Jacobs.
only other.
if this is a viewing point for what Josh Jacobs is going to accomplish in the rest of the
If he
season,
continues to
then
do
he's going to
this-
be better than CMC.
Right now, I'm pretty sure he's projected like 1,700 yards.
That's crazy.
And
That's
I think
crazy.
this is his third year in the league. I think he got drafted in 2018, 2019. He was like the
He hasn't been a
24th
very,
pick.
like-
He
you haven't
came
heard
out of
about him that
Alabama
much.
too, bro. All Alabama running backs are studs. Derrick Henry came out of Alabama. Like,
Yeah.
Alabama's just top school, man.
I love to see running backs succeeding in the NFL because a lot
Me too,
of
bro.
a lot of I haven't
It's like
seen.
you have studs on some teams that just don't perform because the system doesn't work around them.
Yeah, but to see Josh Jacobs go out and have a game
Just
like
amazing.
this, it's great. And I hope he's able to perform then in the future. So, final question: do you think he's comparable to Marshawn Lynch?
I feel like, okay, Marshawn Lynch had a whole career. He's made the playoffs. I don't know why they didn't run at the 1 yard line of the Super Bowl, but that's a topic for another day.
1 yard line.
But his play style, his height, his build,
Do you think his career, he'll finish his career similar to Marshawn
I
Lynch?
feel like
comparable?
he could, because didn't Marshawn Lynch get suspended for something?
I think.
and
I don't
like,
know.
I'm pretty sure suspended for something. I think he was doing not right things. If Josh Jacobs, he's a stud. He's an academic weapon. He does everything right. He hits all the. He just does everything right.
He does.
So Ale,
I
what's your final opinion on Josh Jacobs?
I think he's a great running back, and I think if this game is anything to look back on, I hope his career reflects this game, and I hope that he
I hope
can.
it's not just one thing. And we could also compare that to Joe Mixon. He had an outstanding game, but like he's not on Josh Jacobs' level. He's also pretty good. But yeah.
He just had touchdowns. Thank you.